Alrighty. What a day of information. Get all this stuff ready. Alright. I don't even know. I'm just going to go through every article that has come out today. One by one. 6 hours ago. Everything you know about Sunken Temple Raid. I think this is just from yesterday, really. Raid quest and dungeon loot preview. I think they posted this, and then immediately after was all the data mine stuff. Leveling changes coming. Nah, that one was... Here we go. Runes I already covered. While I was doing the video for this, everything else was dropping at the same time. And I was like, do I add all that in there? Do I just leave it alone? I was like, I'll leave it alone. I'll just go live once everything is done. Well, I wonder if the Omen of Clarity thing is already live. And nobody's just tested it, because who would think to test Omen of Clarity for spells? I wonder. Sometimes this stuff changes after it gets data mined. Like Galewinds has a different icon now. The old one on the left, the new one on the right. Is it just the icon changed, I think. Yeah. What is it? Loon's Fires has the Alkin Frenzy icon on it. I haven't even looked at the other class runes to see what else everybody else is getting. I couldn't figure out what the fuck this could mean. Boomy good? Yeah, nah. Boomies are dooming again, bro. We're in a bad headspace right now. I was in the Balanced Druid Discord earlier today, just like doom scrolling. Everybody's like, this is terrible. And then there's very few people that are like, guys, the information could change. It's not live yet. It might not be as bad as it looks. Yeah, so there's a resistance mod that's going away. And a different one that's being added. Apply aura. Erupts. Doom. All the doom, dude. I know. The bear looks awful. I've heard mixed things about Resto. I'm like, is one spec like happy? Is one Druid spec like, oh man, phase 3 is it? We're back. Alright, so the rune thing, already covered that. We got Bracer, we got Helm. The profession items, I think they came back and added even more stuff. But there's what? Restless Dreams. And this is the benefits of the flask only apply in areas under the influence of the nightmare. Like, is that the new PvE event thing? Like a... $12 mana per 5? Huge. But I guess that's for the new PvE thing. Weird to have a flask that only works there. Insta life bloom and a second living growth. I mean, Resto Drew's gonna be having fun. At least one spec will have fun. A 30-second cooldown on a flask? Or is this an elixir? What is this? Flask of Restless Dreams. Why is there a 30-second cooldown? So you can't pop it and snapshot and then switch to a different one or something? I don't know what the hell that 30-second cooldown is. The Enchanting Sigil, I looked at that. It's like the BOP Sigil goes from, what, 20 up to 30 spell power. The engineering stuff didn't look good. I think there was better stuff somewhere. Oh, this was our leatherworking shoulder. Membrane of Dark Neurosis. Party-wide hots. Busted. What up, Wander? How you doing, man? I had a thing here. And I guess I just put it on the same one. So it isn't here. All this stuff I think is on 60 upgrades. I don't want to have it pre-raid. I want to like copy that shit. I just want to copy the set. Copy. 50. Do I just do Abyss? $50. So the leatherworking, we've got the tailoring ones and the leather ones. It's a 1 spirit, 1 spell power trade-off. So leather's better. We get the 1 spell power. Fuck the spirit. But over pre-raid is 14 spell power, so we get 5 extra, and we get the damage spells have a chance to increase your spell casting speed by 10%. Is that really gonna help us out? The equip bonus? Maybe it does. 14 int, 11 spirit, so a little bit better than our pre-raid. Tailoring, already saw that stuff. Data mine, Dark Moon Fair trinkets. I have not looked at that one yet. I did on my phone. I take it back. I can't lie. I gotta be real with you guys. I barely checked it out. There was this one. Dark Moon card Sandstorm. $200 to $300 nature damage. This just requires level 60. Weird. This just requires level 50. If that scaled with our spell power, that'd be neat. I don't know if there's a way to check that on this page. I think it would be under the effects. It would have like a spell power coefficient next to the value, I think, if it scaled. No coefficient makes me wonder. So there's that trinket. Chance on a spellcast to torment their target, causing them to wander in suffering for 3 seconds. That's an interesting PvP one. It's like your PvP trinkets on cooldown, you swap it to this one for 5 minutes. Spells and attacks sometimes leech health from the target and apply a stack of decay. The target takes some damage. I wonder if that shows 100 5 stacks. 120 to 180 shadow damage is dealt. Heal to return mana, yeah. The Dark Moon Fair Trinket's not popping for me. The Blood Moon PvP rewards. I laughed, bro. I legit laughed. This shit should have been the level 40 version. And instead we get it at level 50. Finally get some stamina on there. Little tiny baby intellect. Healing trinket, doo-doo. Two-handed mace, meh. Do we get anything else from there? Okay. I was like, is there anything not class specific? But no. New item appearances. New weapon models. Yay. Raid loot. Here we go. Two-handed staffs. The Nightmare Focus Staff. Damage and the crit by 2%. That might be... It sucks because it's less spell power, but the extra crit might sim better. I doubt it. It's probably going to be main hand, offhand again. Are there any... There's one hit, but that's strength. That's a pole arm. Healing, crit. Oh, that's agility. Strength. One hand, axe, dagger. Can you have this dagger and pop it, swap it, pre-pull? Chance to hit, but it's strength. Critical strike with all spells and stamina. Like, what is this? A sword, main hand. Oh, there we go. Healing? No. Ooh, a 2-set. Extra attack on your next swing. Boo. Dagger, stamina, fire, damage 20. So, Hubris the Bandit. Something. And then... that one. I wonder what the better one's gonna be. This will have to be a sim question, but it'd be funny if Spirit of Aquamentus was our phase bis. It's better than the PvP thing. It's a toss-up between a quest item and the offhand. Is 7 spell power enough? Nature damage. Because that's what, 30 arcane, 7 nature? Versus 20 flat spell power. In this bit, I don't know if we in it. I mean, I think we're laying on the ground, gasping for air. Cloth armor. No way any of the cloth armor is good. There was this one. No, that's priest. There was one that wasn't class restricted. This one, 32 damage. Like, what's the leather chest? 26 and 1 crit. Lost Worshipper's Harness. Yeah. Chest. Random enchant. Nice. Boots part. It's funny that it comes up with Priest Mage for the boots. For the healing set. Hit. One hit on our boots. Our boots never have stats. Like any phase. And immediately the irradiated has stats. Less irradiated. Emerald Watchers on there. The Sergeants. There was was it the boots in phase 1 just didn't have any spell power, that's what it was. With the helm stay bis? Which helm? Oh, a cloth helm. Visage of the Exiled. So we gain 1 hit in exchange for the on use. There's a leather one for a crit. We lose the spirit. I think it's for 20 seconds. I think it would have to depend on fight length. The longer the fight, the less value the leather one has. The more value the new ones have. But it might be the cloth one with the hit if we don't have hit from anywhere else to get hit capped. Alright, so it was leather boots, hit, damage. What other boots were there? There was like the sergeant boots. But 1 hit, 1 crit, and 14 damage. And it has more armor. It just doesn't have stamina. Or intellect. What a weird change. Oh, that's just Horde versus Alliance. The Emerald boots look a lot like the PvP boots. 10, 10, 5. 10, 10, 10. And the Emerald gives 10 stamina. That gives 15. Alright, gloves. Hit, agility, healing, damage. So it'd be Blood Flare Talons, possibly? Or it could be the Earth Warder's gloves. Winterfall activity, if we can actually get that. Level 50. Requires 52. Okay, so we can't get the Earth Warder's gloves. 19 damage, 16 int. The 1 spell power change? Blood Fire to Blood Flare. And we're just going up from the Dreamweave, hardly. I mean, I would go with the Atalai Hexer's Gloves. Just because 11 intellect is going to give you at least some crit. Whereas fire resist, spirit, don't need that. Weird one. Helm. I think I looked at the helm, right? Maybe this one. I'm going to put this one on for the hit. For now. We got the crit one though. Wait, this says crit. Akari Ritualist headset. 22. Yeah. That is the leather one. Legs. We gonna need that 25 spell power legs. At least it's way better than the insulated fucking 19 arcane damage ones. Going from 19 arcane to 25 spell power. Huge. The same exact other stats. 10 int, 13 spirit, 10 int, 13 spirit, 9 stamina, 8 stamina. Huh. Alright, legs are covered. Shoulders. I looked at the shoulders, yeah? Membrane of the crafted ones. EVP shoulders have 12. Dodge and attack, yeah, no. Belt, no new belt. Banthox sash, probably gonna be this. Wait, what is this? There's a cloth one. 2 extra spell power. It says +1 hit, but it's not. Court of the Untamed. Well, as long as the Court of the Untamed isn't class restricted. It doesn't say so. Banthox sash, yeah. Yeah. Yo, what up, Goldar? Good evening, bro. The arena farms are back in session. Level 50 arena farms. Thor the Breaker. I remember doing lockout after lockout. Bracer, there's no new bracer. So there was no rings? Yeah, maybe there's rings. What is this one? Great Claw Band of the Harbinger. I'm getting ahead of myself. They're surely at the bottom. Yep. Great Claw Band of the Harbinger. Instead of the Band of the Unicorn. Perfect. I didn't want to get a BOE. A lot of int. No stam. Gracious was telling me about it last night a little bit. So one new ring. Neck. Damage is 12. hit with all spells, but there's stamina on it. So one hit, really. Resilience of the Exiled. Jindo's Lost Locket. Is that going to be better than that? Yeah, barely. 3 spell power upgrade. Huge. Huge. I hate that I love you. Cloaks. Huku's Hex Cape. One spell power over Sprite Caster's Cape. Are you going to be stoked to get this? The relic. So, Feral got a new idol. We keep our Idol of Wrath. Trinkets. The trinkets. Trinkets weren't hitting for me. There's one with one hit. Yay. Sacrificial Dagger. Engraved of the Chant for... Yeah, no. Armor. These are like the ZG trinkets. Your spell damage up by 96 and your healing by 192 for 20 seconds. Every time you cast a spell, the bonus is reduced by 8 spell damage. Which is what? 12 casts? Huge upgrades, dude. These upgrades are looking minuscule. Spell cleave to level this time? Depends on what level Gale Runes is. Or Gale Winds is. If we can get Gale Winds at level 40 immediately, then maybe? It looks like since Omen of Clarity is changing, and I think Hurricane will probably proc and consume Omen of Clarity. So if we get lucky, we might be able to free cast some Hurricanes back to back with some good procs. But yeah, like none of these trinkets, none of these or the Darkman Fair trinkets were looking really great. IMO. I like my 12 spell power, my 11 spell power. This was way too good for its phase. What is this one? 12 and some resist. Breath of the Beast. Oh, there's a crit and a hit. Maybe that one? See, this doesn't even show the crit on it. I always trust the 60 upgrades. So that stat changed. 6 talent points, yeah, I know. So true, so true. I keep checking to see if like natural weapons is being changed too to also benefit spell damage. Surely they're gonna do that. They've got to. They wouldn't troll us like that and make Omen proc from spells, but then have us waste 5 talent points to get it. Like, what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to get Insect Swarm at 60. Can we? Do we have enough points? Like, we don't... Oh, required level 50. I gotta do it on... Max level. Alright, so we can get Insect Swarm and get that. I was meaning to look that up earlier, but level 55 until we can have Insect Swarm and Omen of Clarity. And then we've got 3 extra points. 5 extra points. For Thorns, yay! Reflection, yay! There we go. Yo, yo, yo. I'm just doing my normal pre-phase dooming, that's all, that's all. Base spell damage, get out of here. No. No. It better not be. You're trying to gaslight me with that one. It's working. It's working. New supply turn-ins. That was just like... That wasn't the rewards from the turn-in stuff. That was just what you can turn in. New PvP item sets. I wonder what the difference between PvE set and the PvP set is. I'm going to put in all the gear. Raid consumables and shoulder enchants. I saw there was like a 9 spell power shoulder enchant. Pretty cool. I like that. This is the type of change I like to see. This is cool. Apart from like having a free mana spell, I doubt it's even worth taking over Moonglow. Yeah, it's not worth it at all. The only reason to get Omen is because you have extra talent points. Really. Like this phase. Alright. So at this point, everything, you could justify even that. There's nothing. We just have to burn points to get down to tier 4. So we need to spend 5 points somewhere. So you could say, okay, Nature's Reach 3 in there, and you're not really losing anything by having 3 points there. You're losing threat on your tank. That's what you're losing. And then after that, you get here, you're level 41. Now you have 9 talent points. So it's like the only thing you can really get from the resto tree. And it's going to be 20-man raids too, so it's like one Druid's most likely going to have improved Mark of the Wild, so you don't really need it. So you could just burn points in full balance. So you could get your Omen, you can get your Thorns, you can get your Shapeshifter. You could do all that right there. If we need mana, we can Moonglow. Screw the Thorns, you got Moonglow. But our set bonus has 4 MP5. I think we're fine. We don't need Moonglow. We got a sick ass set bonus. Where's the consumables? All the the what stuff is. Wait, yeah, they're all BOP. "40 spell power. Unleash a shadow bolt on the target. Only one type of potion." Oh, this is a potion. Proc chance 25%. 40-second cooldown. Wait, this is a... What is this? Is this a potion? Or is this like elixir? I'm so confused. Duration 2 hours, so it's got to be like a flask. Elixir, the playlist. I got you right here. It's not really a playlist. It's a NCS 24/7 copyright free stream music live stream. And then if I don't like what's playing on this one, I go to this one over here. NCS radio. The Zanza flask. And then you could trigger the Shadow Bolt that causes 204 to 237 shadow damage. That can proc once every 40 seconds. The PvP sets, I looked briefly at it. I think that's like the last thing that they posted. Nightmare Incursions loot, so I'll get there. The only piece that I saw was the whatever was on the slideshow. It was like the chest. Yeah, I don't know how much I'm liking the restrictions on consumes and stuff. I get it. But then it's like, oh, you have to bring this for this location, this for this location, this for this place. You want a PvP, you got to use this one. You want a raid, you got to have this one. Instead of a one-size-fits-all. It's like when we get to level 60, it's going to be like, well, this flask works in Molten Core, but this flask only works in BWL, and this flask only works in AQ. I hope not. The dream-themed items. This was an interesting ring. Proc chance 5%. I take it all back. Bullshit ring. Roar of the Dream. Let me see. Let me see if it's changed. Roar. I mean, all these are new. One hit, 16 stam. Healing. No, I don't want that. PvP might be popping. I said it yesterday in the video I did. Like, I'm kind of looking forward more to PvP than PvE. I think I would be totally fine doing Sunken Temple like once. I was trying to find that ring. I'm probably going to have to type it in. Freezing Band, Roar of the Dream. Oh, it's not going to show the proc on there. Never mind. But interesting ring. I'd wear that for PvP. Wait for this to proc and then you cast your Starfire. You get your Starfire, you Star Surge, you get another Starfire. Staff is pretty decent too. 30 stam. Especially if they keep on with like your stamina, you get extra 30% stamina. Or we're gonna have like 6k health or something ridiculous. Resistances. Leather. This was a weird one too. 22 stam. Struck by a melee attacker, that attacker has a 5% chance of being put to sleep for 10 seconds. Only affects enemies level 50 and below. A 5% proc chance. Like 1 in 20 melee attacks. Like for sure a rogue is gonna proc that, but it's also the same as like our PvP set. So I don't know. Yeah, yeah, I'm the same way. Like, get Sunken Temple cleared once. We're gonna have a lot less time spent in raids anyway with a 7-day lockout, so if you don't like PvP, I guess you can do the PvE event for a while, but how long until that gets stale? Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of stuff there. There's a lot of gear stuff, which it's cool to see a lot more loot, but also I'm just not impressed by the stats on the loot compared to Phase 2. Like, there's no getting back the feeling that we got from the sick upgrades at level 25 in BRD. It just ain't gonna happen. Emerald Dream Plate. Battle Plate. Mail Plate. Leather. Healing. Here's the damage. One crit. 2 crit. Bonus armor on the head. 12 spell power, 6 set. What's the haps? Yo, lots of data mine stuff, bro. What up, Alex? Good evening. I guess, like, the Emerald Watcher stuff, if you can get this pre-raid, it might be a solid pre-raid set. Maybe. Question mark. New world buff. I hadn't seen the world buff. A chance to strike a critical hit by 5%, increases spell damage by 65, increases all stats by 8%. I wonder if that's what our Mark of the Wild buff is changing to? If they're trying to normalize the Mark of the Wild buff? 8% stats. 8% extra int. Damn. I wonder if this is on here. Not yet. The values on these are always off by like 1. So this is 6% for the crit, and this is 5% up there. This is 66 for the spell power, so 65 up there. But it's always 1 off. 9%, and that's 8%. At least so far, there's no text on here that says only usable in Sunken Temple or some bullshit like that. Yeah, any ideas on what all of this Gift of the Wild shit is? It's saying that it's removing the resistance. And it's applying something. No attack power? Good. The world buff was completely... It was data mined like 4 different ways before Phase 2 launched. So I'd guess that it's going to change. But you're getting 8% stats. At least you're benefiting from the stat increase. Intellect gives us crit, I guess. But you're getting 8% more strength and agility? More than 400 spell power this phase. I'm at 300. And then we have the shoulder enchant, which is 9. $308. Are there spell power enchants at 50? I don't think there was any. Like chest, what do we have for chest? Stats. Weapon. Intellect. Helm. It would have been nice to have like a pre-helm slot. We're not going to be able to... Well, that's only 8 int. But Dire Maul is probably going to be closed anyways. Hideous gear? I mean, bro, I'm looking. I think it's the shirt. The shirt's throwing it off. If I had... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now we're good. 45 minutes, leaflet to the new spells. It was Gift of the Wild, too. So maybe they increased the duration of Gift of the Wild to like an hour and a half, so it's 45 and an hour and a half. What is the aura that it's removing is the resistance stuff. But yeah, it's Gift of the Wild too, so. This one. 240. Physical. Wait, that's the armor. I thought that was the resistance. So it's changing the armor value of it. Right, yeah. Increased by the... Oh, gift should? The one that we already had? That says an hour. I wonder if we're gonna get percentage armor or something, or it's just a weird one, weird one to data mine. But the PvP gear, I thought I had looked at it. PvP item sets. I must have skipped over it. And this is only the 6 sets. Is there like boots and stuff that was on there too? No? Rip. Crackling leather? I think ours is crackling, yeah? Time to add up all the stats. The new PvP event. The new PvP event is called the Blood Moon event in Stranglethorn Vale. And it's tuned to level 50. So the exact... I don't want to say exact same event as Phase 2. But yeah, that event's just not going away. There's gonna be new rewards, new like blood coins. Yeah. All right, so we got what? What are there's 6 piece. The jerkin, bro. Jerkin's my favorite. chest, legs. Shoulders, boots, gloves. I don't think I spelled shoulders right. Shoulders. We got stam. Wait. Do we want armor? I think I want armor on there too. Stam. And spirit on there. This one. Spirit. Stam. Oh, doesn't need to be that small. Spell power. Spell crit. I think that's everything. We'll see. 3 set. 6 set. Crackling, right? I should pop this like this so I can mouse over it. Smart. Smart. Hit not on the PvP stuff. Perilous. Yeah. Perilous is kind of off the beaten path. I go there every once in a while. Burning steeps, whatever. I like the level 50 like zones, other than hinterlands. I don't really go for hinterlands. Banger runes, bro. They're so sick. So sick, bro. 10 int. Spirit 10. They got real creative with the stat values on this. 12 1. Oh, that was the legs. Fuck. Alright, it's out of order now. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Armor. There we go. 183. Stam 13. Int 13. Spirit Goose Egg 11. Another crit. There's crit on both of these? Interesting. Helm 148. Stam is 13. Is 13. Spirit is 13. Damage is 13. There's the goose egg. Shoulders. 10, 10, 10. Maybe these values change when it goes live, because this is kind of troll. Do I trust these values here? I don't know. IDK, my BFF Jill. The gloves are not hitting. They're off. They're 11. What? Three set is 15 stam. 6 is 18 spell power. Now totals. I don't really know how to do the coding thing where you're just like, oh, bloop, total these. I do it old school. Trying to compute. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 67. I have a massive headache, so I can't do the 67-15 in my head. I'm sorry. This is the same thing, so this is just 67. 10, 20, 30, 43. 43 spirit. Nice. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 7. 73. 83, 91. 2 spell crit. Sum equals sum, and then you just okay. That's a simple. That's a simple equation. I could have done that. Boomie's gonna be pretty fucking tanky and hard to kill in PvP. Yeah, I'm thinking so. I'm leaning towards focusing PvP a lot. Anytime I log into SOD in Phase 3, I feel like I'm just gonna be PvPing. Yeah, there's not that much hit. Speaking of the hit items, I'm bouncing all over the place as per usual. 3% hit. There was confirmation that the bosses will be 2 levels higher than us, so we need 5% hit chance. So in our this setup, 3% hit. Which is why our 2 set just needs to be 2% hit instead of 4 MP5, and we're there. We're good. That's an easy change to the stats there. A really quick change that they're gonna do this next week. They're gonna change the 2 set from MP5 to 2% hit. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. I took care of it. I'm not on Twitter that much. I don't even know how to like find what I've posted on here. Yeah. He was like, you'll see things data mine that are super duper not real. There are also a few things, especially items that will have stats changed before they go live, if they ever go live at all. Just a reminder. Thank goodness for a minute there I thought the balanced tier set from Sunken Temple was going to have plus mana per 5. Had me going there for a minute. Can't wait to see the real stats. Can I like my own? I'm gonna be the cringe guy and like my own tweet. Yeah, that was crazy. Crazy. Alright, these have to be bold. It's bugging me. I need to see what the difference is from like the PvE stuff. So the chest, 183 armor, so it's 75. Wait, what? 75 or not 75? Fuck, 25 more armor. 10 extra stam, 3 more intellect. We still have the same spell crit, but we lose 14 spell power. 15 spell power. So 15 spell power in place of 13 stamina. Rothi Basin rep and loot for us. Let me log in. I gotta log into the game for that question. I've got the War Song rep. I grinded that out in phase 1. If I didn't do it in phase 1, I probably wouldn't have done it. But there are some cloth engineering bracers that you could craft. If you're an engineer. 1 extra spell power. Oh, wait. The on use. Never mind. Hold on. No, okay. There's a different equip there. I didn't see that equip at the bottom. But guys, my head is fucking pounding. Bear with me. I usually have an energy drink, and I didn't have a Red Bull, and I didn't stop by 7-Eleven to get a Red Bull. I'm trying to drink some caffeine, some sodas. Classic. Yeah. I think there might be some Arathi Basin stuff at level 60. But specifically level 50? Probably not. Mana stuff when it really isn't an issue anymore? Yeah. Like, they reduced the mana cost of our dots by like 50% or something like that. Star Surge has like no mana cost. Wrath is free. Yeah, it's weird. Have they dropped or revealed any of the new runes? Yeah, the runes are live. Data mined. Runes. It's Alloon's Fires for the bracers. Starfire will extend Moonfire by 6 seconds. Wrath will extend Sunfire by 3 seconds, and those stack up to 3 times. So Moonfire will last 30 seconds, Sunfire will last 21 seconds. Unless, for some weird interaction, Sunfire is supposed to benefit from everything Moonfire does. So what if Starfire actually increases Sunfire by 6 seconds as well? And Sunfire has like a 50-second duration. Or it's probably wouldn't, but the dot rune, think they're good changes there. Wait. We'll start. Somebody said that in the Druid Discord, I think. Yo, what up, Nest? Will Star Surge do the thing? It just benefits and triggers from most talents. No, never mind. Somebody said something, but dude, my head is not in a clear state. I need clear casting. I need a proc, Omen of Clarity proc. IRL. What was I in here for? Arathi Basin. Factions. That's not there. PvP. Arathi Basin. There's level 60 stuff when you get exalted. Revered is only boots. So we'll be able to get level 48 boots. And we would probably want these are the only, oh, those are level 28. What are these? 9 spell power, run speed, 13 stam, 6 int, 132 armor. Dots to crit, and it would be the holy grail of dot damage. Yeah. Ooh, goodness. What did you say? This is a lot. I didn't think my head was going to be this fuzzy. Another Boomy rune to go in that slot, though. Options. Yeah. 6 runes this phase, and only a few are data mined. No, you just can't count. What's the other one? Galewind's Gore. And you can go to the talent calculator and it'll show it. Galewind's Gore and Barkskin for the helm. Bracers, Efflorescence, Alloons, Fires, and improved Frenzied Regen. So you were missing Imp Frenzied Regen. Your Frenzied Regen can now be used in all forms or while not shapeshifted. It now converts your active resource into health every second for 10 seconds. Up to 10 rage, 10 energy, or 5% base mana is converted per second into up to 10% health. We could figure out how much mana that's going to be if we really wanted to. I need to find my base mana for level 50. I didn't do it. I did base mana for 40 and 60. I didn't even look. Well, 50% base mana. Which is 600 mana? Ish? Around 600 mana? So that's a possible PvP rune. Because dot duration extended. Not that huge for PvP. And then does this have a improved Frenzied Regen? I guess technically you could have 2 bracers, one enchanted with Frenzied Regen, and when it's on cooldown, you swap it out. 3-minute cooldown? Yeah. Base mana is higher than 1200 at 50? Yeah. No, it's not. The base mana at 60 is only 1244. It's somewhere between 854 and 1244. Split the difference and it's 1050, yeah? And then you divide your 1050 by 2. So it's like 575, 600-ish. There is a... I'm leaking all my notes. There is a way to convert your base mana. Mana you have without talents and gear, right? No, there's a formula for it. Speaking of plugging videos, I did a video on base mana as well. I gotta use it for the formula. I tried to re-look it up earlier, and I couldn't find the website that I got it from. How to find base mana cost of spells. Base mana equals max mana minus 20 plus 15 times int minus 20 for intellect of 20 or over. Yeah, duh. I don't even need that part. I should have just done this back when I did the video, man. Back when I was looking at the other stuff. Alright, so I need just create set. Base mana. Create. Alright, so mana's 1939. Minus 20 plus 15 times int minus 20. Int is 77. 77 minus 20. Then it's 1939 minus 20 plus 15 times 57. 15 times 57. 855. 19 minus. I'm showing my work like I never did in high school. That still have 3? Plus 20? Wait. $10.64 is your base mana. Divided by 2 is 532 mana. Yeah, 532 mana, and if just as an idea, we're at about 3,500 mana. Unbuffed, and this is PvP or PvE gear, so it's gonna change. Well, this is a pre-raid set that I had put together, which I thought I changed. I guess I only did Abyss. Abyss has about 4k mana, so it's like a sixth or a seventh of our mana bar to try to survive. But we gain 50% of our health. So like that's gonna gain a lot of health. Wait, 10%? It's only 10%? It's 1% every second? Wait a second. Wait a second. I got baited. Are you able to use that while stunned? Probably not. Frenzied region creates threat. That's hilarious. Hilarious. All right, yeah. So at 60, Arathi Basin rep. Main hand dagger. Decent main hand dagger there. Decent staff. And then there was the shoulders. 3-set improves your crit by 1%. Sham Medina. Nice. Nice. Oh, but the runes. I didn't even like finish doing the runes, did I? Oh yeah, we looked at all the rune. Yeah. The Helm rune is Gale Winds, increases the damage done by Hurricane by 100%. It no longer has a cooldown, and its mana cost is reduced by 20%. Or for PvP, you can use Improved Barkskin. Your Barkskin can now be cast on allies, no longer penalizes melee combat speed or spellcasting time, and it can be cast while shape-shifted. Got the max HP it's going to give. Do they? No, use it for PvP. Like, when are you going to Gale Winds in PvP? Omen for free Frenzied Regen. I don't think it works like that, but I like where your head's at. I like it. I like it a lot. Can we even use it while we're stunned? You'd have to pre-bark skin like a kidney shot or something like that. Like pre-bark skin a warrior charge. It's like you know they're about to charge you, so you just pre-skin. Gotta get up. No shot I'm ever using it on somebody else though. You can use it while stunned? Okay. Bark. Bark sin. Bark. Damage reduced by 20%. Like, it's a huge damage reduction, bro. For 15 whole seconds on a 1-minute cooldown. 25% uptime with it, dude. 15% base mana. Physical damage only? Yeah, so I mean, I don't know about you guys, but physical DPS, like, truck me. It has most of the new items. Yeah, 60 upgrades has most. It doesn't have, like, the buff in there, or, like, the consumes or anything like that, but it has the profession gear, it's got the raid gear, it's got the PvP gear, like, yeah, I think everything. The Emerald Dream gear. Yeah. The Emerald Watcher vest. Yeah, everything is in there. I don't know if the new runes are in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the new runes aren't yet there. So they would have to change improve Barkskin to make it all damage. Yeah? Hurricane good with the new rune? No, not really. Hurricane's not the best with the new rune. Hurricane, we'll get Hurricane rank 2. So it's gonna go from 100 damage per tick to 200 damage per tick. And then the thing about it is it's 0.03 spell power mod. So in bit, let's just use 300 spell power as an example. The 003? 0.03. An extra 9 damage on top of that. So maybe it calculates it 109 times 2. So it'll be doing 218 damage per mob per tick. If 2 in the next phase. I forget how many slots they said that we were going to have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 slots? Like what so yeah, at our luckiest, at our most extreme, 218 damage per mob per second. So 5 mobs, you're doing 1k DPS. That's cool. But what about like what does Blizzard do? Rank 4, rank 5. So they'll get rank. They'll have to keep the rank 4. Rip. Maybe Hurricane is not target capped? Blizzard's modified by some stuff though. Oh, Hurricane will be... It'll do 20% more damage if the mob has Dream State on it. I don't know what a good comparison is. Blizz is capped though. Hurricane is not capped. Yeah. What's a good AoE spell to compare it to? What are fire mages popping off with their AoE? Lackluster compared to something like Warlock is getting. What is Warlock getting? Warlock's dots are critting or something? I didn't really look at the other classes' runes. Warlock's going to be at the bottom because it's W. I know my ABCs. This ability temporarily grants you a 30% increase on your maximum health for 20 seconds. Don't care about that one. Warlock runes aren't even... Chest, Lake of Fire. Oh, they changed Lake of Fire. Rain of Fire also leaves the lake after you channel it for its full duration. That increases all fire damage you deal, and your demon pet also affected enemies by 50% for 15 seconds. I guess I gotta go here for the Warlock. Warlock head. Backdraft. Your conflagrate ability also grants 30% spell casting haste for 10 seconds. I don't know about that one. Oh, here it is. Pandemic, so they get their dots to crit. I would like that. Full duration part, yeah. Like, how long does it take to cast Lake of Fire? The Rain of Fire. You have to cast it for 10 seconds? What? Survivability over the dot? Yeah, for the helm slot? Yeah. Yeah. The dots in PvP are just kind of pointless. 8 or 10 second channel, that's wild. And then they get, for the wrists, Immolation Aura burns nearby enemies. They get the pet. Or they get Unstable Affliction. They get a brand new ability. They get something else to press. Burns nearby enemies for a lot of damage every 2 seconds and reduces all magic damage taken by 10%. Lasts until cancelled. Needed a nerf? I mean, that's a big nerf. Going from an instant cast to a 10-second channel? Like, what? I mean, it's gonna be 50% now. Kind of useless. Yeah. So what are they gonna use now instead? Reset the melee and spell critical chance of you and your pet by 10%. That's sounds decent. 10% crit. Yeah. Especially because their dots are going to be able to crit now, so giving their dots 10% extra chance to crit, that's going to synergize pretty well with the head rune, with the pandemic. It's adding some decent value per rune. What does Hunter get? Going down the rabbit hole, cat-like reflexes increases your chance to dodge by 20% and your pet's chance to dodge by 9%. In addition, reduces the cooldown of your kill command and flanking strike abilities by 50. Lock and load each time one of your traps is triggered. Your next shot ability within 20 seconds costs no mana and does not incur a cooldown. Reduces the cooldown on rapid fire by 2 minutes, and your next shot ability within 20 seconds after killing a target worth experience or honor deals 20% increased damage. Damn. Did I hit? Yeah, wrist. Focus fire consumes all applications of frenzy from your pet, increasing your ranged attack speed by 3% and granting 4 focus to your pet. Each application lasts 20 seconds. Your pet gains frenzy each time it uses a basic attack, increasing its melee attack speed by 6% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Yeah, that's what we need. We need hunter pets attacking faster. Yes. Yes. Damage done by Raptor Strike and Mongoose Bite by 15% for 15, stacking up to 5 times. What? Subsequent does not extend the duration of this effect. Okay. Damage done by Explosive Shot and all your damaging traps by 10%. We'll have to see about hunters. Mages I know get Deep Freeze. Advanced Warding increases the magnitude of your Mana Shield, Frost Ward, and Fire Ward by 100%. Decreases mana drained by Fire Shield by 50% per damage done. Launches an orb, slowly moves forward, and every 2 seconds grants all shield absorbing some damage. Okay. But wait, what is the fire ward? Okay, no. I was thinking fire shield, like molten armor. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Deep freeze is always just sick. Even if it's mainly a PvP, I know it's going to do damage to targets that are permanently immune, so you can still use it as a DPS cooldown, but deep freeze is always so fun. Balefire bolt, they get a brand new fucking bolt. Displacement, oh yeah, there's their molten armor. Increases your spell critical strike chance by 5%, reduces the chance you are critically hit by 5. So they can choose 5% crit, or they can choose Balefire Bolt. The damage of your next Balefire Bolt within 30 seconds will be increased by 10%, and your spirit will be decreased by 10% for 30 seconds. Yeah, I wonder how that's going to work. Balefire Bolt. 2.5 second cast. 20% of your base mana. Phase 4 has got to be our phase. I mean, phase 1, not our phase. Phase 2, not our phase. We've been good for PvP. Like, PvP, if you're a PvP Moonkin enjoyer, then Snod has been amazing for you. But if you're a PvEer, then we're doing more damage than we did in vanilla era, classic era. We had 4 days of insanity in the start of phase 2. Main the Warlock. I mean, I'm not saying balance is dead. I'm trying not to be 100% doomer. Balance is good for PvP. I would say we're S tier PvP. But we're probably like B tier PvE. Where are the phase 3 tier lists? Can I make a phase 3 tier list? It's just every class is S plus except for us. Still blasting? Yeah. Utility? Yeah. They're giving us more and more reasons to not have wild growth on our gloves. You can't. It's making it really hard to justify not having stun fire if you're trying to DPS. Could be a rogue. What happened to rogue? I know rogues were kind of upset in this phase. Combat potency, you have a 20% chance to gain. They're going to be giving energy away for free in phase 2 from what I thought. 15 energy every time you deal melee damage with your offhand weapon. You gain 2 energy every time you deal a melee or ranged critical strike. When any player in your party yeah, because they're going to go honor among thieves, I think. Any player in your party critically hits with a spell or ability, you gain a combo point on your current target. This effect cannot occur more than once every second. Carnage, your abilities deal 20% increased damage to targets afflicted by one of your bleed effects. That sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty decent. I don't even need to read the other two. I'm pretty sure Carnage probably takes the cake. Your Eviscerate and Envenom abilities refresh either your Slicer dice or your Blade Dance duration to its 5. That sounds kind of interesting right there too. Off the top of my dome piece, that would be a difficult decision, I think there. Feral the goat now? I've heard Feral's not happy right now either, though. I don't know. Druids are just in shambles yet again. We're sitting in our caves and we're going harump, harump, harump. Whenever you dodge an attack, you gain an unfair advantage, striking back for 100% of the main hand weapon damage. Cannot occur more than once per second. I feel like Rogue's talent points, they should probably still be able to get some value from all of their talent points up to level 50. Maybe even up to 60. But I've never really done Rogue that much. What does Priest get? Divine Aegis. Eye of the Void. Call an Eye of the Void to fight for you. Oh yeah. They've got 4 homunculi. Or is it 4 or 3? They got 3 homunculi. They've got the Shadow Fiend. And now they're going to have an Eye of the Void. They're going to have 5 pets, bro. Yeah, it's only 3. Damn. Another pet. Yeah. Mind Flay refreshes the duration on your Shadow Word Pain on the target back to its maximum duration. So, like, Priest gets a cooler version of our Elun's Fire. I feel like I feel like they didn't want to put all the dot crits in the same phase, so maybe our dot crits is gonna come phase 4 when we get Insect Swarm. 60 upgrades, BIS list so far, yeah. That's very rough draft, by the way. Very, very, very rough draft. And it's only got a 3% hit, so the... Yeah, no problem. I'm kind of hung up on the 3% hit thing. Yet again, we're fucked on our hit cap. But there was a couple pieces that... Ooh, wait. That's 2%. The belt, the boots... What's my third hit percent? The helm? The helm. So, could still use the... I was like, maybe the Gnomer things, but nah. So, like, I'm trying to see what gear... There could be a new ring that has hit on it. I think there was a ring with hit and crit, wasn't there? 1 hit, 1 crit. That might end up having some value. It was a weird named one, though. War of the Dream. No, I was thinking of Roar of the Dream. New Flash with hit. New Flash, what? Honoring Thieves will be nerfed. It wasn't Wrath from 1 second to 3 seconds. Yeah. Yeah. Flask. Oh, new Flask. No. The new profession stuff was just spell power, I think. So the new world buff was like 5% crit and 65 spell power, and then it increases all stats by 8%. This is probably going to change. I have a feeling. Raid consumables. Profession items. There was 45 healing, 30 damage, but this is only in the nightmare zones. There's 30 spell power for enchanting. And then there was spell power by 40. Successful spell hits have a chance to unleash a shadow bolt on the target. That was like a 2-hour flask. S-Priests have been insane since the start of SOD. S-Priests have been decent in PvP. But what's the logs looking like these days? What's the Gnomer logs looking like? S-Priest about mid. Balance right below. All percentiles over 2 weeks. Do we just go 1 week? I like looking at DPS. And then we could do 99. We got Warlock on top. Enhance below. Balance is down there. S-Priest is down there. 95th is Enhance. We're all kind of like right around the same place. Like Rogue, S-Priest, and Druids. We've kind of got our S, A, B tier. Yo, can we go to the minimum? I've never checked min. Why won't it let me go to min? 10th percentile. Melee Hunter is just easy to pick up. The Blood Moon offhand. So for the offhands, it was a weird one. I was looking. The Blood Moon only changes to it being spell power instead of restricted to arcane nature. And then there's 5 intellect added on it. So to me, I would use Spirit of Aquamentus. If we can even do that. Can we do that quest? Is that a 50 quest? Dangerous to go alone. Requires level 47. So we should be able to get a 20 spell power offhand, which I would use over the PvP offhand. But then this new offhand is going to have 30 arcane and 7 nature. So it's going to be a question of 30 arcane, 7 nature damage. Is that better than 20 arcane, 20 nature? That's 40 stats over 37. That's going to be a close one. I feel like if I'm going to do this quest and get this offhand, so I'm not really going to be bothered about getting the Drake Stone to the Nightmare Harbinger. Well, it's 23 arcane plus the 7 spell power, which is 7 arcane, so 30 arcane, 7 nature. Chapter for phase 3, I don't know.
I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, I'm kind of sitting on the sidelines for PvE stuff, and I'll probably just be enjoying some battlegrounds and PvP event stuff. What did I do? I did a thing for the PvP gear earlier. To see the stats for the PvP gear. Like what does PvP gear give? The 6 set. I kind of want to compare that to what we would get from PvE gear on the same slots. So it's like this is PvP. And then if I were to like PvE. I think there's a 3 set. I think there's a 6 set though. Legs. Fuck. Yo, what up, Sarah? Good evening. Alt's less accessible. Maybe. If you don't already have an alt at 40, then you're definitely not going to have one at 50. If you have one alt at 40, I think you'll be able to have two. Like you should be able to have an alt. Yeah. Is that a BIS list? It's a work in progress BIS list, yeah. It's a BIS list for what we have available so far. If you want to take a look and if you see something that you think is different, then here's the link. I threw one enchant on there because it's spell power. I didn't put boot, enchant, all that stuff. And there's a few pieces that's like we're gonna have to sim it, and even with the sim, it's probably gonna be within like 2 DPS. I wouldn't give up on Boomy. Don't give up on Boomy. If you have another level 40, like I think you were saying Warlock, then yeah, do your Warlock up first to 50, and then bring up your Boomy. Alright, the legs. How can I do this? Why is stamina? It says I'm looking at it. I'm not looking at it. There were no trinket upgrades. There was trinkets, but not really upgrades. IMO. There was one weird one. They don't really have. There was no like raw spell power trinkets. Let me put it that way. Boarhound potentially tamed pet in phase 3. I didn't even see that one. Did my nightmare incursions loot? What am I looking for? Trinkets, raid consumables. There was trinket. Increases the damage or healing of your next attack ability or spell by 40 when you kill a target that gives experience or honor. That cannot occur more than once every 10 seconds. That's a weird one, but it's a trinket. Stamina increases your melee and ranged attack power by 70. Restores 150 health and mana when you kill a target that gives experience or honor. Level 20. So these are like leveling up trinkets and shit from the new PvE event. Stamina, invoke the power of the dream lasting for 15 seconds while standing in this circle. The caster gains 120 healing power. Sunken Temple raid loot. I think this is where some trinkets were at the bottom. Hexes yourself to be a bit harder to detect in Sunken Temple. Perform an ancient hex upon yourself. Yeah, become inanimate. Okay. Focus your spirit into the favorite boulder. Weird ones. Trinket increases your melee or range damage by 20 for 20 seconds. Every time you hit a target, this bonus is reduced by 1. But there was this one. Increases your spell damage by... This was... it confused me because I thought that that was this one. And the stats just got, like, lowered. But increases your spell damage by up to 96 and your healing by up to 192 for 20 seconds. Every time you cast a spell, the bonus is reduced by 8 spell damage and 16 healing. So this is the same style of trinket from ZG. 2-minute cooldown, which is nice because all the other cooldown stuff has been like 5 minutes minimum, usually 10 minutes. But it just means that you have 12, if you can cast 12 casts in 20 seconds, then you'll still get some sort of bonus out of it. And then there was improved. So this Breath of the Beast on Wowhead says 1% chance to hit. This was what I was thinking of earlier. But it says 1 crit, 1 hit on 60 upgrades. So Breath of the Beast improves your chance to get a critical strike by 1%. Improves your chance to hit with all spells and attacks by 1%. So there's that trinket, and then the other trinkets were the Dark Moon Fair decks, which I didn't really care for these. Chance on successful heal to restore some mana. Spell and attack sometimes leech some health from the target, and then it does a little bit of damage. And you can click on these too. If you go to Wowhead and click on the article, you can click on this and see that it's gonna do. Well, it did say it earlier. Okay, 120 to 180 shadow damage at 5 stacks. Then you can do that for any of these trinkets. Click on the equip thing. Chance on spells and attacks to summon a sandstorm that circles you. Dealing, I think it was like 200 to 300 nature damage to targets it passes through. Causing them to wander and suffering for 3 seconds. So... yeah, the Dark Moon Fair trinkets. Meh. Dealing with 3-hour timers that gate keeps progress. Wait, what? 3-hour timers? What 3-hour timers? Oh, like the STV event. More accessible if the Emerald Dream event is spammable and loot drops and raids are actually plentiful and only once a week. Yeah, I'm curious about the Emerald Dream event. Yeah, like the Ashenvale event, if I need that on an ult, I'm never doing the event really. I'm just sat there AFK. Like, I'll watch a show, I'll watch 2 or 3 episodes of a show because I'm not dealing with the timer. Like, I'm not trying to pay attention to when the event's going off. Like, server time is different than my time. I play on NA and EU. I don't know what fucking time the event starts. Yeah, I just sit there. In the STV event, I've really only been doing it if I get invited to it. So it's like, whoever's inviting me is just telling me what time it is. 500 gear score almost. Warlock is like 360. Oh, what? Look at it. Best two-handed sword. It's 65 DPS. It's 20 plus DPS upgrade from current sword. But the epic dagger from ST is literally 1 spell power upgrade from what we have now. Yeah. 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 No argument here. Yeah. Yeah, because then you have to, if you do have more than one tune, you have to choose which tune you want to do that event on. It's like, this time I'll do the warrior. And in 3 hours I'll do the mage. I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Orgrimmar. Alright, the gear. I was doing gear. $138 armor. 9 stamina. 10 and 13 spirit. 25 spell power. 0 crit. Alright, the chest is next. 158 armor. Stamina is 0. 7 int. 0 spirit. 26 spell power. And 1 crit. Helm. 64. Yeah, I've got a cloth helm for a PvE. Huge. The helm was one that was kind of a weird one, but it's got hit on it, and I think we need the hit. 0 stamp on there as well. I guess for this I can put hit. Legs and chest. Let me double check. Okay. Shoulders. Shoulders are the crafted shoulders. 129 armor. Stam 0. That's wild. They're like, you guys get fuck all for stamina. Chance on spellcast for yeah. 66 spell damage. Yeah, it was. You said it's from the Emerald Dream. What was it called? Oh, this one. Roar of the Dream. A 5% proc chance. It lasts for 10 seconds. And there's no ICD currently. Shoulders will show in Moonkin form. That'd be kind of badass. I like those. Those shoulders are like rogue shoulders to me. They scream rogue. And feral too. I think those were. I think it's a reskin of like a PvP set is what it's feeling like. Okay. Oh, I do have 2 of these open. All right, shoulders. I was looking at it. I'm getting there. Intellect 14. Spirit 11. Spell power 19. None of that, none of that. Los boots. Das boots. Mage blue PvP set at 60. Oh, okay. Membrane of the Neurosis. Shoulder pads of obsession. Rugged leather, cured rugged hide, inert mantle of nightmares. Nightmare seeds. Mm-hmm. Was it boots? Oh yeah. Boots are pitiful. There's like no that. There's 14 spell power. One hit, one crit. And then the gloves are cloth gloves. I want to say the cloth gloves the Earth Warden's gloves you can't get until 50. It says it requires level 42, but you can't do the quest until 52, I think. Requires level 45. Oh, it says also see that one. I don't know why, dude, my head was hurting so bad earlier. I looked at this and I was like, oh yeah, you can't do it because this requires level 52. But we don't need to do that one. This one just says requires level 45. Shaman, Den Watcher, and Ursa. Unlocks beads for Salfa. But 16 intellect. How much crit rating is that intellect gonna give? Earth Warder's gloves might actually be better. What do you guys think? 3 spell power or 16 in? I'm pretty sure it's spell power. But yeah, there's Blood Flare Talons. Have 19. The same exact as the Atali Hexer's gloves. But this has fire resistant spirit instead of pure intellect. But even still, all of those are hardly an upgrade over the Dreamweave gloves. But yeah, Earth Warder's gloves. Looking solid. I mean, I could put this up there for my PvP comparison. But nah, I won't cheat. I won't cheat. I want to cheat. 47. Nothing. No int, stam, spirit. 22 whole spell power. 0 crit, 0 hit. And then the 3 set gives 18 spell power. Earth gloves was for level 50. I did say that, yeah. And when I was looking back at it, I'm an idiot for saying that. Nobody called me out. I gave everybody ample opportunity to be like, "Go, you're a fucking idiot." Nobody jumped on that. You guys should have jumped down my throat. Like, clearly it says requires level 45. I looked at Winterfall activity, saw a level 52 requirement, and something in my brain was like, oh. should be able to get it. Make sure you do this quest at the same time. I guess if it's not, it still might not be unlockable. I can't go through all these comments to see what's the requirement to open it up. Is there a pre-quest? It'd be weird if a pre-quest had a higher level requirement than that. Start Salfa. Oh, that's like right as soon as you go inside of... Yeah. Yeah, starts Winterfall activity. Yeah, yeah. That'll be an easy glove to get. Alright, so if I do equals... It suggested it? I mean, clearly, you want to tally something up, just hit the equal sign tab and then the right arrow key. I knew it all along. All right, the difference. Oh my god. All right, can I... Back from the dead. How do I freeze these at the top of the thing? I know there's a way to make it so these stay at the top. Drop down? Oh shit, no. More cell actions. No. Protect the range. Is that it? Somebody help me out here. I'm struggling. How do you keep it? I've done it before. I promise. I mean, the PvP set has more armor. It's been bugging me that this is not also there because spell hit. It's all zeros. I had to take care of that. Oh, why is that green? What? Alright, so the difference. PvP has difference. PvP. Wait. PV. +9. I want the plus sign there, not an equals 9. I want a +9. Plus. I'll just have to change the color of it to green. $73. No, 9 armor. The armor is the difference for the first column. PvP has 9 extra armor. But it has 73 extra stamina. Intellect even is 16 more int. Spirit, it's got more spirit. So this would be negative 36. So 36 and 2 are red. No, not that. I want these to be centered. And these to be centered. And these to be bold. These need to be bold. Maybe these don't be bold. And then these are all green. Dark green. And then these need like a little bit of a gray background. So that they pop. Stam on the PvE set is 9 stamina. Oh, yeah. I mean, I could double check because that does sound kind of funny, right? No stam on the chest. No stam on shoulders. No stam on helm. Nine on the legs, I think, is the only stamina. None on the gloves. Could you get gloves with stamina? No, even if I chose the other gloves, there still wouldn't be any stamina. The boots, no stamina. Yeah. 9 stam. From the 6 set, the PvP versus PvP comparison set pieces, yeah. Legs, chest, helm, shoulders, boots, gloves. Crazy. Alright, so then these are just the same numbers but reversed. Right? I don't need to do some crazy math. I just copy pasta and then change these to red. This one? And these to green. This one? That's a lot of sacrifice for 36 spell power. And 2 hit, I guess. Still wear that and die in PvP, then run to the forums and cry about nerfing? Yeah. I mean, is it 15? Is it that easy that it's 15 stamina? Or 1 stamina equals 15 health? I haven't checked that in a long time. Is this... This is not... This is... I need sod. Or am I off my rocker here? You can only do plus health. I can't do like plus stam. Oh wait, I can do plus stam. So if I give myself 1 stamina. Wait, 58? 12? Is 12 HP? Because of shits, right? Because of this? That would give me 1 extra. All attributes by 8. Why would it give me 12? Go over rotation? I did in a video I did today. I could expand upon it though. If my brain will allow it. I don't even know what all this stuff is. I'm scared to get rid of it though. I want to like do this stuff. I might just do it right here because I think this is what I was doing before. Star Surge, Sunfire, Starfire. So this would be... Oh, I don't really care about these things for this. I'm not going to worry about it. Star Surge. This would be Moonfire. This would be Sunfire. This would be Starfire. This would be Star Surge. This would be Starfire, Wrath. Star Surge, Starfire, Wrath, Star Surge, Starfire, Wrath. Maybe not the Wrath. So Moonfire has a 30-second duration, so I won't be able to use it. It'll be available at 31.5 seconds into the fight. Sunfire will be available 24 seconds into the fight. So this Wrath could be Sunfire. And then Star Surge, Starfire, Wrath, Star Surge, Sunfire, Starfire, Wrath, Star Surge. Something like that. And then it would just like kind of keep rinsing and repeating. Where did my Moonfire go? This was supposed to be 31.5. Oh, this was supposed to be Moonfire. So I guess you could switch it so Moonfire's third. You Sunfire first, Moonfire second. Since it's going to come off cooldown with the Star Surge. The PvP has me excited. PvE seems really, unless the fights are super fun. PvE just doesn't seem too beneficial. You know, I like seeing upgrades. I like feeling powerful. I don't think I'm going to feel powerful in PvE. Just initial thoughts. The phase hasn't even launched yet. I'm getting way ahead of myself here, but it just answering the question. I don't want anybody being like, "Oh, bro, you're dooming." I'm dooming, but I've got disclaimers. I got to get the disclaimers out there. Yeah, I guess you could switch Moonfire and Sunfire, because then Sunfire would just move up from here to this Wrath. And then Moonfire would come up to here. Yellens give us Starfall. Yeah. But it'd be something like this. It's a lot of standing still, which has me worried. If there's lots of movements on fights, I didn't mind reapplying my dots every other Star Surge, you know? Every 12 seconds, I had 2 GCDs where I could reposition and move. And then now, we're going to be stood still casting, other than our Star Surge. 4.5 seconds at a time, 4.5 seconds at a time. It's scaring me. Quality of life book that gives us Starfall. Quality of life book. That's a... What quality of life books could we get? So like, hold on. Notepad. New notepad time. Who dis? Quality of life book. Wish list. I think I've got 2 off the top of my head. This seems almost like rune worthy right here. Alright, so we get bark skin. What sucks is we have to fucking rune it for it to be good. Bark skin also include... Well, no, because that'd be part of the rune. Bark skin is off. This one I feel like is going to be baked into it. I think they're going to change it to where it's just standard off the GCD. Hurricane no longer requires a channel as a wish list of a quality of life wish list. That's overpowered. That'd be sick. That'd be disgusting. If we could continue to cast, I mean, some sort of form, customization, or hiding. These are quality of life books. You guys are giving me runes. I was hoping that we would be able to cast like Wrath while moving. Starfire would be absolutely nuts. But cast while moving. Any version of casting while moving. Instant proc Starfire, yeah. I was looking at the PvP set bonuses for Cataclysm, and I was kind of not happy with those. Could we tweak that somehow? Where it's like you could use an ability. This would all be this couldn't be a quality of life idea, but if you spent 2 of your eclipse procs, 2 of your eclipse stacks, then you could make that cast able to be used while moving. So if you had 4 lunar stacks, you could choose to use 2 of them to be able to cast Starfire while you moved. That's a lot of caveats. Or you could use 2 solar procs to be able to cast a Wrath while you moved. Hurricane adds a slow would-be boosters. Yeah. I can see that as a quality of life book. Now slows movement by 20%. What's the Cataclysm version? There's a glyph somewhere. The hurricane ability now also slows the movement speed of its victim by 50%. We're putting 50. I mean, this is where we could probably find our quality of life books right here. Reduces the cast time of your entangling root by 0.2. Increases the range of your fairy fire by 10. Reduces the cooldown of feral charge, your ferocious bite. Increases the damage done by starfall by 10%, but decreases its radius by 50. What if we had a glyph of focus for hurricane? Increase the damage an additional 10%, but decreased the radius of it by 50%. It's a tiny little hurricane. It's a tornado. It's fucking perfect. Glyph of tornado. Yo, what up, Zach? All the rune stuff. You can go to the talent calculator. The talent calculator. That's sick. The talent calculator of whatever class you want to, and switch it to phase 3. So if you're playing warrior, then you could go to the head slot and see shield mastery, taste for blood, vigilance, or the wrist. You could see rampage, sword and board, or wrecking crew. So you can see the phase 3 runes, Zach. Just yeah, talent calculator on classic. I think you're warrior, right? There you go. Spell hit from spirit conversion. Spirit E equals hit. I don't know how they would build that into it, because there's no percentages of hit. It'd have to be like you get 1% hit for every... How much spirit did I have in that set? $153. One hit every 50 spirit. It's not how you spell spirit. Then that would mean 149 spirit gave you absolutely nothing. And then you could go from being below hit cap to getting kings or the hunter thing, and then that would put you over the hit cap. Sharknado. You just see little baby sharks flying around. Has anybody tested Omen of Clarity to see if it's already live? Because sometimes those class changes are live before the expansion comes out. I just want somebody to test it. I think I can test it on Wild Growth. Nobody's on in the guild? Come on, guys. Come on. Where are you? Where are you? I don't have travel form. Each of the druid's melee attacks has a chance of causing the caster to enter a clear casting state. You're speaking warrior talk, bro. I don't know. Is Nourish good? I didn't even get Nourish this phase. I didn't get the rune. I couldn't even tell you which thing is it. Is it waste? Heals for a lot. Heals for an additional 20% if you have a reju, regrowth, life bloom, or wild growth effect. Two-second cast. I think you can reduce it. It said it's modified by improved healing touch. So it should be 1.5 seconds cast if you have 5 points in improved healing touch. 26% base mana. But you have to give up, was it Eclipse for it? Yeah. Heard it's a nightmare. I mean, I don't know. I liked Nourish in like Wrath. I hate Nourish in Kata. It has like a 3-second cast or something dumb. 2.5 second cast. Ridiculous. Wild Growth and Wrath until it's off cooldown. Yeah. Star Surge. Yeah. Alright, let me... I don't know what I can attack to try to get a proc. I'd have to sit there and cast. That's a lot of work. You have faith? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We cry until we get buffed. We squawk. Until we get buffed. We don't cry. We squawk. Have you ever seen a tear go down the feathers of an owl's face? No. But you have heard them go, ah! Look at this owl. Does this owl look like he's crying? Owl don't give a shit. Owl's flapping. Mid-flap. What a pose. What a stance. They were there with a chainsaw carving this out of the tree, and they were like, alright, you're going to need to stand still. Strike a pose. And they fucking nailed it, dude. They fucking nailed it. I wish to unlearn my talents. Yes, I do. 10 silver? You guys are breaking my balls, guys. Breaking my balls. Sentinel Hill? Perfect. Perfect. No tear ducks. Yeah. Yeah. No tear ducks? Oh, man. I'm gonna stop. I promise I'm gonna stop. It's just like duct tape. That whole thing. That confused me as a child. Not knowing it was duct tape. Oh, I guess I need to actually spend the points in here. We're testing Omen of Clarity to see if it's actually live. It's stealth live. If I can get a proc from a Wrath. It's live. I just need to cast like 500 of them. Oh, I need to... if I cast 100 Wraths, theoretically I should have 1 proc. Minimum. Minimum. Rep is your biggest enemy? What rep? Your WoW career. Wait, what? Oh, wait, what? Huh? I saw the Fury proc and I thought that was Omen. I was like, oh shit, it's live. It's actually live, but it's not. Does this count how many Wraths I have cast? 5 casts? 8 casts? Well, this is procking its ass off, and it's got, what, a 12% chance to proc? Yeah, when I switched to NA, I did not do Warsong rep, really. I've been doing the Ashenville event a little bit. Just a little bit. But I'm not exalted or nothing. Same with like Arathi Basin. I'm not bothered about Arathi Basin on either tune. Either level 40. Alright, don't think it's in yet. I didn't really mind the grind, though. You know, the rep grind? It was okay. Wasn't terrible. I could do without doing it a second time, is all. And doing it once wasn't terrible. Doing it twice is where I draw the line. Alright. 28 cast, no Omen proc. I think I can confirm it is not in the game yet. Probably a 2% proc chance. How many am I at? 36? I'll get to 50. It's immune, it's perfect. I don't even have Starfire. I don't think I bought Starfire on this tune. Level 25, no Starfire. Okay, it's there. I really thought I went without it. Ominous spell you have to cast on yourself every 10 minutes to be active. Last 30 minutes. You're a... See? You're a fucking G, dude. Look at this. You can tell I've never played Feral a day in my life. Good look, good look. We're just going to delete the last 5 minutes of the VOD. Nobody will ever know. Caesar with the fucking knowledge bomb. Alright, it's back to being on the table. It could be live. Could be live. That would have been fucking brilliant. First spell, it procs. Yes! Yes! I knew it! I fucking knew it! Yo, if they buffed it to where, like, your next spell that benefits from Omen of Clarity's damage is increased by, like, 25%. Oh, ho, 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 baby! That would really make it worth. That's going on the quality of life book wish list. Omen of Clarity procs buff next spell by 25%. Damn. Finkelheimer, you fuck. You gnome fuck. Stealing my target. Yeah, I'm glad I have a staff so I didn't accidentally like melee weave and get a melee omen proc. Still not looking good. I'm not even seeing any Fury of the Stormrage procs proc. Proc. There goes one. Thank goodness. Proc something. 26 cast, no proc. Excuse. Burned out remains and that note you found. Damn. It's a little grim. What should we do for this rune quest? Let's have a dead fucking burning corpse in the middle of Westfall. Put it in. Not like this. Is it a dwarf? Is it a little dwarf? Poor guy. Wait, there's skulls all around him? How many people were in this tiny little shack? What were they doing in there? That's like 10 skulls, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 skulls? I don't even want to know. Maybe he deserved to burn. Maybe that was his corpse stash hideout. Who's a skull collector. Somebody escaped and they went back and burned down the shed with him in it. They locked him inside so he had to burn with the skulls of his victims. Alright. I'm comfortable saying Omen does not proc from spells yet. TM. Yet. And this is on NA too. In case for some reason it wasn't live on EU because the reset hasn't happened on EU yet, but it did on NA, so it was more me verifying to myself that I think I tested it properly once I got the actual Omen of Clarity buff on myself. But yeah, I think I'm gonna chill for the night. Any questions before I head out of here? I looked at like all the data mine stuff. I've got a lot of things open right now. Okay, I was like, I'm not recording this, am I? I don't have a recorder. And you think Boomkin DPS will stack up? I don't think we're gonna move anywhere. If that makes sense. I think we'll be about mid. You know? I don't think we're gonna be top 5. I think we'll be top 10, but not top 5. So 6th through 10th, somewhere in there. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Out of 14, I think we'll be about 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 8 seems about right. We get a level 50 Starfire, so I guess like spell rank wise, we kind of benefit. I don't know why the highest trainable ranks aren't in there. Are they? Can I put in the stuff and it shows me the highest trainable ranks? I'll even do the Omen spec. Level. Oh, we only get a level 46 Moonfire. That sucks. We get a level 50 Starfire. We get a level 46 Wrath. 46 Moonfire. Rip. We're in shambles. Starfire's gonna pump. Sad to see the 4 level lower Moonfire, because that's gonna be Sunfire as well. And 46 Wrath. Rogue should pass us up. Probably. I hope that like one of these classes goes down. I don't think Shaman's going down. I don't think Hunter Mage is going down. Warlock? Warlock's questionable. Even Shadow Priest didn't look too enticing, so maybe we bump above S Priest, but then Rogue bumps above us. Yeah, 8th feels hopeful. But in PvP, I think we're going to blast. I think PvP is where we'll shine. And it's going to be like, yo, looking for 4 more Boomkins for an Arathi Basin 5-man group. But I'm out of here. That was fun. Looking at all the stuff. It was fun. Here's the BIS set. If you want the BIS set, feel free to message me on Discord if you disagree with any of the pieces. Something I could have missed. This is like first look best in slot, you know, with what we've got. Ponderous Pug, bro. What a lovely name. No pink. Oh, what color? What color? Orange? That's a small shirt. Rich purple silk. Oh, purple kind of vibing. Purple kind of in there. There you go. Better? Alright. Adios. Enjoy your evening. See ya. Today's Tuesday. See you tomorrow. If you're interested in playing Cataclysm, as far as I know, it will be part 2 of the Druid Cataclysm chat with Scotty J, Table Slam, and Bearbus at 6 Eastern tomorrow on Scotty's YouTube or Scotty's Kick. I tried to do some... I was working on a video for all the spell changes today, and it's a lot of spell changes, man. I think I got to remove corruption, so I got about halfway there. So I was trying to finish that today, and then I had a massive headache. But see you tomorrow. Adios. Be good. Be well. Be humble. Be something. Be a boomkin.